my name is Amanda Wolford. I am teaching second grade math for the Science of Math lesson, and the content standard is for Idaho. It's 2NBTB5. Students will add and subtract within 100 using strategies based on place value, properties of operation, and the relationship between addition and subtraction. The Science of Math foundations integrated are differentiated instruction. Students will be grouped based on their readiness. Multiple representation, so we have concrete, pictorial, and abstract. Mathematical reasoning, students will have to explain why regrouping is needed. Procedural fluency, students practice addition and subtraction equations and conceptual understanding. Students manipulate tens, rods, ones, cubes, and draw place value models. Learning objectives, students will use place value strategies and models to accurately solve two-digit addition and subtraction problems with regrouping, and then explain their thinking. Vocabulary, tens, ones, regrouping, added, sum, difference, and equation. And then material will be your base 10 blocks or your base pieces, whiteboards, dry erase markers, and your exit ticket. And for prior knowledge, students have added two-digit numbers without regrouping. They have used base 10 blocks and practiced tens and ones place value. The instructional procedure, I'm going to share my lesson, but it'll start with an I do, then a we do, then a you do. The I do will be, we'll start with the pieces and practice with those. Then we'll practice with a picture on the whiteboard, and then we'll also do the abstract as well, the abstract equation on the whiteboard. The we do, I'll group the students into groups, and then the you do will be an independent practice. And so I'm going to share my lesson with you. After we do the concrete part of the equation using the tens and one pieces, I would do the pictorial where I'm going to draw the tens and ones on the board and show them what it looks like to regroup. And then first we're going to start with a review. We are just going to do some quick review class on what we learned already. So we're going to be adding, and as a review, we know that the green one is a set of 10, which makes 1 10, and we have 4 tens. And the blue is a 1. So that makes 43. And then we have the plus sign, plus, and we have a group of 10 and a 1, which makes 11. And 43 plus 11, we got to get everything on this side of the equation, of the equal sign. So we're going to add them together, bring them all over. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, and 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So 43 plus 11 equals 54, because we added these together, and this is our new sum, 54. Okay, now we're going to learn something new, which is called regrouping. So we're going to use what we already know, and we're going to add more to it. So we're going to come down to the next problem, and we have 3 tens and 5 ones, which makes 35. And this is our addition sign. We're going to add them to this number. We have 2 tens and 6 ones. So we're going to add all these together and get them together on this side of the equal sign. But if you notice, look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. But now we have enough ones to make another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we know that 10 ones make another 10. 10 ones make 1 10. So I'm going to show you. We're going to circle it. That way you can see what it would look like. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are going to go over here and make a 10, because 10 ones make a 10. Now let's add it. We're going to add it the same way, but this time we regrouped it. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and there's one left. So that makes 61. And this is called regrouping. Let's try some more together. Okay, class, what happens if I have more than 9 ones? Right, you regroup and decompose. You're right, very good. Okay, let's do some now, class, we are going to work on subtraction. And our first problem is 73 minus 41. And we're going to have our equal sign. This is our subtraction sign, minus. First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw out all of these with our tens pieces, our tens and one pieces. So the first one, 73, we're going to draw 7 tens. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 tens right here because each of these green ones is 10. I'm going to pause it. All right, we've represented the tens. Now we're going to do the ones. There are 1, 2, 3 ones in 73. So the question is, what is 73 minus or take away 41? Because this is a subtraction sign right here. So we are going to take away 41 from here. But we're going to start with our ones first. And 3 minus 1. So let's take one of them away. There's one of our ones is gone. 3 minus 1. All right. Now we're going to go to our tens place. 7 minus 4, or 7 take away 4. So now we're going to mark out 4. 1, 1 10, 2 10, 3 10, 4 10. So now we're going to see what's left. We have 1, 2, 3 tens and 1, 2 ones. So, because this is 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 32. Now, so we know 73 minus 41 is 32. All right, let's work on some more of these together. Taught with the physical tens and one pieces. And then I followed it with the pictures on the board where I drew them. And then for the third step, I would show the abstract representation of the equation on here and we would solve it. And afterwards, I would ask the children, how do you know regrouping was needed in this equation? What would happen if we didn't regroup the ones? And then my thing I really wanted to know is I would ask the children which representation they liked the most, like which one was the most helpful, the blocks, the drawing, or the actual written equation, and why. That would really, I feel like, help me out as a teacher to know which representation was the most helpful for the students. All right, so after all that and practicing on the whiteboard, I would divide the class into 3 groups. The first group would be with me, emerging group at the teacher table, and I would have the problem 36 plus 27 and 45 minus 18, and we would solve using manipulatives. The second group would be the on-level group where I would have the kids' partners solve 58 plus 23 and 72 minus 46, and they would have whiteboards and be partnered up in that group to help solve those so they could work together. And the third group would be the advanced group. It would be more challenging, and I would have the students create a 2-step word problem using addition and subtraction within 100, and then they would solve and then explain their strategy. So those are the 3 groups. And then after that, we would close with like an independent practice where I would show 3 problems on the TV, and then the kids would solve those independently. For the exit ticket, they would have to answer the questions about the independent equations that they solved. The first question is, circle the strategy you used to solve the equations and explain why it helped you. So that would be the lesson. And then for differentiation, I would have emerging learners. For that, I would use slower pacing and language scaffolds. To support, I would use full base 10 blocks, teacher modeling, and then sentence frames such as I regroup because blank. For on-level learners, I would support with a mix of concrete, pictorial, and abstract. I would also use partner discussion and choice strategy, such as blocks or drawing. The advanced learners, they need to be challenged, and so I would allow them to create their own word problem. And then for the formative assessment, I would do observations during guided practice, student explanations, whiteboard checks, and then the exit ticket questions. For the summative assessment, I would have the kids complete their independent practice. In this lesson segment, I modeled addition and subtraction within 100 using place value strategies, multiple representation, and academic vocabulary. Students were able to build a deep conceptual understanding by connecting concrete, pictorial, and abstract models. This supports procedural fluency and mathematical reasoning. Thank you so much for watching.